I think that during this whole combo
About
summit,
15.
he's made a really good point.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
you know,
really,
so
I
what's
really
up,
like
dude?
the input from Summit. It's really actually.
Yeah, what's up?
You
Well,
know,
listen,
actually, what
you guys
I
wanna-
you know,
Man's living
what,
left right
you know
now.
what we should bring up, Summit? We should bring up that clip that you guys watched to Saab and see how he reacts to it differently to Kyle.
Oh, that's true.
Put him on the
Breach
spot, dude.
one?
I don't know which. Was it a breach? I don't know.
It was
I
sort
think
of
it was
yeah.
The
Hutch.
one where they breached
Just
the
like
the
lost
boat,
to somebody.
the yacht.
I'm the opposite spectrum. I'm in the middle. I get shafted by cop viewers and crim viewers because I see both sides, and sometimes I like to.
Because you're neutral, you get in the ass and the
100%.
mouth. Yeah, I know
100%.
what you mean, dude.
I get full penetration all the time. So for me, I don't like to risk breaching because it could hurt the hostage. Unless
Have you
they
seen
try
the
to
clip?
escalate. Yes, I've seen it. I'm not.
You
I'll
want
be
to link it
honest.
though? I can't remember. Like I vaguely, I watched it once, so I want to just
Yeah,
double
let me
check
see this
that.
Look, you already know my opinion on it, so I'm not going to start.
From memory, I'm pretty. I was in someone's chat when they watched it. I was like, that's fucking dumb. Or maybe I watched it and then went in someone's chat. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I'm the
Summit
kind
are
of
we
guy.
really
just
gonna
because I'm
start
mechanical, I
talking
do
about
so.
this shit
Doesn't mean
again?
you should sometimes,
Long.
right? I think you have to look at it as like, what if that one
So,
time you risk that
I
chance
think-
and a person dies? Because I know we live in a city where people just get back on their feet after getting shot. But
For me, it's
what
just
if
gunplay over roleplay.
It's
just
this.
straight
It's
up.
this. It's this simple. As I think this is
Wait.
the most easy way to put it. You never shoot somebody when their gun is at the back of somebody's head. That's
That's
just
what
what
I
you
said.
do.
I'm confused
what
with
I
this
said.
clip. What was the reasoning?
Well, there was like a point that was made at the end of Captain Phillips, or the guy gets shot in the end or something like that because even while he had a gun on someone or something. I
Shut
can't
the
remember. What was it?
fuck up.
Wait,
Don't tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm just saying what was being used.
That's what XQC used, and we need to understand half the
Yeah,
words
but-
he said.
Wait, why'd they shoot him? Though?
So
Oh, that's right.
consider
That
it
was
like
XQC.
this.
Yes, XQC
They
was
shot him
arguing.
because it was only one person holding a gun, and it was a
Yeah,
two-man
yeah.
robbery.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so listen.
Still a
Let me tell you the side.
That
I
was
see, right?
XQC.
That's okay if you shoot someone because there's only one person there, but you don't do it while the gun's at their head. You wait for a point where they look away or they do something
Smoking a
sloppy,
joint,
and
they're not-
then you
They got
shoot
to the
them,
side, you know what I'm
Because
saying?
we have times
Exactly.
like that where like we drop the gun for a second and they rush in and kill us. Which
Yeah, you
which
distract
fucked
her,
up.
you
We
pull
dropped
us.
our gun.
You know,
But, like,
you have
she
one
has it right on the
distractor.
back of the head. I don't know about that one.
Like if this got reported, if I was voting on it, I'd say they deserve bans because it's just lazy. It really is. But it's like in saying that, I think it's justifiable to have shot her in this situation if there was the break somewhere that made sense. Because look at them, they got their guns down, and by the time they pulled their guns up and everything, she could have shot like multiple times, but she doesn't because she doesn't expect the cops to be that fucking stupid.
Well,
And I
and then
think
you
that's-
know that two
that's
people shooting
why it
somebody in the
happens.
face, you delete them right away. They don't have a chance to click left click, right?
Yeah.
The point I made was, anytime you have a gun in the back of somebody's head, you should never shoot them.
Yeah, respect that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then find other opportunities to take them down.
RP 101, literally the basic.
But I'll
Yeah,
say
if
that,
it
and
was
people will
just
fucking
two people
flame me
doing
for
the
it.
job. I mean, that sounds like an easy catch anyway.
Saying that, like, yeah, exactly. I think, but to be fair, the fucking yacht is fucking tedious as fuck, and that's probably more. I think it was OOC driven that obviously that happened, rather than this is a logical RP.
And I've said this
scenario.
before. You should not be acting as many admins punishing people who are main maxing the server. That's not your job as
Yeah.
a cop, right? Your job is to roleplay as a cop, right? And see what's in front of you, and you know, based on the roleplay, what's happening in front of you. You shouldn't be like, oh, I know this person's main maxing the Felica Bank. Let's breach him. Like that seems like an OOC intention and an IC consequence, which should not happen.
Yeah, if you have an issue,
Yeah.
you should bring it up to admins and let them resolve it.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
even still, I feel like it was fair that they shot in that situation if the gun was low ready or something, or they talked on the radio, or just something that gave them that break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they. She was very
Well, would
nice.
you give?
She was very
Would you be
cooperative.
okay if they shot during a radio call?
if the gun was not being aimed,
I was
absolutely.
gonna say that first, but like,
I mean,
using
that's a
the
game
radio
mechanic,
is
though.
Kinda, yeah. That's like a-
Yeah, I think that's
I can
questionable.
use my
I'd do
radio
it if
and
the
hold my
gun
gun on
wasn't
somebody. Yeah.
directed at them, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Because you can
when
hold it,
when
and
you-
when you hit the radio, your gun kind of comes up
Yeah, yeah.
naturally.
I would only
Wait,
do it,
oh,
like,
I think you're right.
turned
Actually, I
around,
think you're right.
looking to the side.
Maybe
or-
if they walked away from the hostage to talk on the radio.
Either way, listen. The reality is there was zero effort for them to even make it look like they were trying to save
It was
lives.
like,
there.
surprise,
that was not
motherfucker.
about saving life. Yeah. It was just literally about a dick flex. 100%. That's what it was. And it was lazy. But in saying that, like, for me to say that.
ISIS chick.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's
No disrespect. That's just
yeah,
wasn't
and
lying,
this
by
isn't
the
to say Crim's doing any better, because dude, the amount of times I've been on like Francis when I first started or whatever, and I was playing with Lucius, we take criminals hostage and they do the exact same shit. Like I would have someone from another gang hostage like this, and then their gang would just shoot you and like they wouldn't say shit. So
Oh yeah, that's all.
it's not like only cops are doing this. And I think honestly, if people just report it, it should, in my opinion, be at least warnings and then bans to encourage, you know, some sort of role play rather than gunplay.
Yeah, and I do think if you do something like a city vault, you should probably bring at least 4 people, right? Like trying to man it, you're asking to place yourself in a position to where the cops will start to edge a little bit closer to thinking about breaching, right?
Yeah. Either way, like I that was shit. Like it shouldn't have went down like that. That's my only worry from today is like if you guys had like fucking 17 different helicopters for a meth run, bro, we would be losing our shit and fucking Ramy would be spitting, dude.
We won because we had like 15
Well,
people,
Saab
bro.
said, do you have any issues
Really?
at the PD right now? It's your
We only
moment,
had
Summit.
6 people we'd have like
It's
what,
been a
4
week
down,
of
5
turmoil
down.
boiling up to this moment.
We had 5 or 6 was down.
Let's hear it. Andy don't know what.
Wait, are you talking
remember
about me?
Saab, not Koil.
Yeah.
I meant Kyle.
Okay, are you asking me to express my concerns here, Judd?
Absolutely.
He is.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I don't know if I'll do it or not.
Um,
I'd love to hear your feedback.
I mean, man, my only feedback is just kind of like annoyed at how long the gunfights are and like how the cops don't actually do anything. You guys will just sit and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and then we're expected to actually make the plays. You guys will make a play for about 5 minutes, and then as soon as the fucking ball gets into your court, even in the slightest way, you guys just sit and wait and do nothing, even though you have a crazy man advantage. I think it's annoying, and it's kind of frustrating that 3 guys will sit on top of a construction building while you guys have locked down the whole 2-block, you know, vicinity on high ground. And it's like, how are we expected to even get close to getting our 1 guy? Which I understand is not even expected, but not even making plays and just sitting and sitting and sitting is kind of annoying and frustrating too. But I don't know how anybody else feels about that. That could just be
No,
me
I
being a
can
little,
agree with
bitch
that
about it,
actually.
yeah.
A lot of times PD will be very passive when they have like even like like a massive upper hand. They'll still be very passive. It's just like fuck, we gotta like
You really
drive
have to
into
take this.
25
Yeah,
cops.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of this also comes from like who's in charge at the time too, because I feel
Yeah.
like people will do plays. Like we had people come up on our building and push us and shit like that. That's why we ended up, well, we died to
Yeah.
our own
We already
self,
talked
mate, but
about
we
the
did
breaching.
get pushed and shit. Like today, I think police
agree
were
with a lot
being
of everything.
aggressive. Like they came to Little Seoul where we were camping, you know what I mean? And then they did make moves, but I can understand in situations where it's more so just the police, not so much SWAT. It's when it's a police involved shooting, when it's like 50 cops versus 6, and you know there's like 3 cars driving in circles. Honestly, today I was laughing at it. It's like you guys looked like the 2.0 gang wars, because you were like, there was a couple of you, I think it was Gunner actually driving up and down the street
Oh
just
my
doing
god,
fucking
this
circles,
is so
dude.
fucking annoying to catch.
Yeah, it's that is some weird shit, but I don't know, like it's not. It's
It was
not bad
hard
that the
to
police
move
are doing
because
it,
we
but-
couldn't. I couldn't move down the ladder because you guys had we were hunkered down. We were basically we couldn't move because we had people on top
Yeah.
of the building to our north, a building to our east, and then you had people on bikes and people in cars. So we were stuck.
So
It felt
see
like-
that. See now, take that, and that's every single Crim vs. Cop fight. The reason it felt like that today is because we had numbers finally, right?
and we
But,
could
but the
deal
Crims
with
had the
their one
advantage
better.
of the element of surprise. We don't
With
have
the
that.
element of surprise,
We
might
don't-
take
we don't,
2
though.
of
We
you guys
don't,
out
though.
or
With the
something like that,
helicopter,
man.
there
That
is no
doesn't do
surprise.
much.
The helicopter
yeah,
was very
no, no.
ineffective today. They
Hold-
could not
hold-
fly because
hold-
you had people on
Bruh.
top of the rooftops.
Man.
It was like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
it
exactly.
got lower.
So,
You sniped
This
it.
guy chat, am
I think
right
so.
or
This
am
has
I
always
right?
been our issue, and
I
this is
know
why
in right
I
cause
wanted
it's
to nerf
right.
helis. Was like,
Never
if
thinks
we
his
did have a
opinion
setup with
matters
3
when it
people
clearly
with
does.
Dragonovs on a bridge like further up, we wouldn't be able to shoot the heli. But now we can do it and give ourselves,
Yeah, I do
you
like
know,
that gun.
a free
that
passage
gun
at
is
this
nice.
point.
The gun is very. As soon as I saw that first helicopter blow up, I was like, "Holy crap, we can actually do something."
Felt
to
good,
it.
right? I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
And like I
Yeah.
said, that's why we couldn't track you guys down. I had everyone try to track the car and I had Gunner and another person go after you guys, but they couldn't.
Yeah,
Every time they could,
exactly,
the helicopter
though.
would get fucked up and we had to fall back.
Yeah,
So
see,
it
but in
was
the
like I
past,
moved
though,
an
you guys
inch
would-
and
you
then I
would
had to
be able
move
to track
negative
us.
inches backwards because there was a lot of pushback. So I didn't want to throw
Yeah.
numbers at 2 guys and die and be stuck up on the rooftop and then wait for the push to happen.
So-
and
That's why I was saying, like, if we shoot down a helicopter, I don't think you should bring out Air 2 straight away. I feel like it should be a timed period for that.
There should be some sort of reward for it.
Yeah, so we get like a 10-minute period of like, you know, essentially.
in that
Or at least
situation, it
5
would have been
minutes,
difficult
something.
because there was a lot of helicopters involved.
No,
right?
no, no, not for home turf. No, not for home turf. I mean, I'm not worried about the home turf shit.
Oh no, I
expect that to be
completely
chaos.
agree with that.
Like
I think
meth
there's-
runs, essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
We talked about that. I think if a helicopter's smoking, it goes back. There's a cooldown for it to get
Oh,
repaired.
yeah.
Or if a helicopter gets blown up, there's like a massive cooldown for it to get back up. That way it gives you time between to turn it into a chase on the ground, and then you guys turn to make a move, right? I don't see an issue with that
Yeah.
because it should be
And
that
that's,
counter and that give and take.
Because we've had this is the issue with the server. We police will laugh at criminals and be like, and you know, it's rightfully so sometimes. And it's like, oh, these guys don't even try, you know, rat plan shit like that. But we're sort of forced into this situation where Air 1 is extremely overpowered, and you guys always have air units these days. Like, you know, you're pretty capable.
Yeah, and I don't see an issue with rat plans because you should try your hardest to get away as a criminal. I would rather you try that than you not do that.
Yeah,
I don't want you to
but
go
I
easy on me though, because
people-
people go
people
easy
are
and then they
doing this
complain when they get
heist,
caught though.
you know?
Yeah, they're doing this though because how banks are set up. I think. Like, I think one of the biggest flaws with gang versus cop situations is how the heists are sort of. It's not the heists themselves, but how you have to rush to do a heist. There's nothing we can do to create a situation that's actually fun, other than
Absolutely,
like.
I'm
let's
just
just
Oh,
going
wait,
on
wait.
heist days or
Wasn't
anything.
Like
this
our Toledo,
exact?
right?
It was
Yeah.
this exact situation that we were supposed to. Oh, no, it was the one before this one. Remember, we were supposed to do a
Toledo.
Polito, but it took us so long to set it up. Another crew hit it.
Yeah. Exactly. We had like a setup plan ready to go, and then fucking we got fucked in the ass. So
Yeah, and that sucks because I used to look forward to the Chang game plans with Kevin's ideas, the fucking Fast and Furious shit, like the bikes, the people
Yeah, so
dressed
that's why
up.
I'm
Nowadays
saying,
you
like,
can't.
Yeah, we just can't do it no more.